Hello friends, Marcy here, and I'm coming back to finally share with you and swatch my newest Colorverse ink purchases. I'm going to start with the largest bottle that says Stars and Stripes. It is an American Special Ink, Glistening Stars and Stripes. And after I swatch it, I'm going to be putting it into my special Lamy pen. I purchased this several years ago, I think 2018 or 2019, I don't remember which, but it was also a special edition, and it just says the USA. This is an extra fine. It was a special Independence Day edition, so it has a decorated box in a sleeve, and it's very simple, but I like the red, white, and blue colors. And at the time I ordered it, I was at a school, and our school colors were red, white, and blue at the time, so this was my school pen. And I always kept it inked with the blue cartridges. Every time I got a Lamy, I would take the blue cartridges out and use converters in the other pens, and I would just save this pen and just use up my blue cartridges. But last week I did flush this out and in preparation for this new ink. So here we go. Let's swatch, and then we will flush this pen. Oh, let's get, I'm going to swatch it onto the Wrangle swatch book, and let's see, I think my knife goes down. Oh, they've decorated the inside of the box. That's cute. Oh, lots of goodies in here to look at. American Special Ink, Stars and Stripes. And it's just a little swatch card. They have standard and glistening. So Colorverse Stars and Stripes, it's a glistening ink, and isn't that a gorgeous bright blue? So since I have some glistening particles that have settled on the bottom, I need to move them around. I don't want to shake too vigorously and cause bubbles, but I do need to move it around. Let me do one more upside down in case I got some sediment on the lid. All right. This brush, as you can tell, has been in Noodler's Bay State Blue, so it's forever. Oh no, I just got blue dots on my page there. Oh well, it's a story. It's a memory. And I'll know where it came from. It's a little glistening neighbor here. Wow, pretty. It looks like a gorgeous starlit sky. Wow, I need to move this, bring the page up. It seemed to dry quickly on this paper as well. Let me bring this up and see if you can see the glisten yet. Can you see the starry glistens? I'll capture it in the light. Yeah, right there. That is amazing. Wow. Okay, so instead of using the dip pen to write it out, I'm going to go ahead and ink the Lamy. I do have a converter ready to go, but I'm going to syringe fill the cartridge that I emptied. And maybe that'll be a little bit of a lesson for y'all if you haven't done syringe filled cartridges before. So my syringes I got, they were a 2-pack available at Goulet Pens. I need to invert that one more time since it has settled while I've been talking. I do enjoy the beauty of shimmer inks, but when using them, I always have to remember the movement component to keep the shimmer and the glistening particulates on the move. So here we go. Every time I take that lid off, I get a bubble pop that lands somewhere. So I'm only going to put like 1 milliliter Not sure how much my cartridge will hold. And I am inking this for use for the 4th of July through July, our Stars and Stripes celebration. So that is my intended, oh goodness, plenty of ink there. I filled the cartridge all the way up. And this is just a push-in cartridge. Just snap it securely. And I need to wet my feed, so I'm going to let this sit in a vertical position in an empty jar here while we continue working, and I'll come back and write the name in a bit. Okay, while I'm waiting for my ink to gravity feed down, I'm going to put some of this ink on my new Colo-Dex swatch cards. It was a task getting all my current bottled inks applied, because I had quite a few. I think I've inked or swatched over 80 bottles so far, and there's a few more left. Some bottles that are part of a gift with purchase on a premium pen. I think I have a Pelican bottle to swatch, and some others that are not in my current ink storage that I'll have to get out and add to the swatch even before I do my samples. And if you haven't seen my previous video, I have had to order some more cards to do the samples with. And again, I'm going to wait until my pen is inked to write on this card. You can see that glistening. It is so pretty. Wow. Pretty, pretty, pretty. These are mini bottles. They are 5 mLs each. And this was the mini collection Hayabusa, a glistening ink, Ham number 65, a glistening ink, and Felicet glistening. And it looks like purple, blue, and red. So, okay, this is a sleeve. Yes, I was trying to open the carton. Oh, there's decoration on the inside. Oh, I guess it does open. Oh, here we go. These are, each of these colored dots, you probably can't see it on the camera, are numbered from 1 to 75. So I guess I wasn't familiar with Ham number 65, but we'll find that here. Yep. Okay, interesting. Interesting packaging. And then we have individual bottles. Let's start with the blue. I'll get my knife. And this reminds me, this picture, okay, I'll date myself. I don't know if you'll be able to follow along with my reasoning. If you ever watched the I Dream of Jeannie, this looks like the little rocket ship that the astronaut landed in the ocean with its little parachute there. Okay. Oh, there's something extra in here. A little pipette. I did not know. I wonder if each bottle comes with a pipette. So these bottles have a unique shape. I've seen them on Colorverse bottles before. Again, this is my first Colorverse purchase aside from having samples. This one does not have that unique little tail shape there on the end of the bottle, but how unique. Okay, and it is glistening, so I do need to disperse the particulates. And I will use a dip pen on this one because I'm not planning on inking it today. There we go. The particulates almost look purple. I don't know if you can see that in the bottle from the camera. Tiny little lid. Oh my goodness, no wonder it needs a pipette. All right, so let's brush on some of the gorgeous color in my frame here. Ooh, that's pretty. It is a deep blue, but just enough green to almost give it that teal turquoise look. I like it. All right, and we will use a dip nib. This is the Kakamori, the brass Colorverse. And strange enough name, Ham number 65. Ham number 65. I'm gonna have to figure out why it's called ham. Don't know about that. All right, so I guess we'll put red in the middle. Go again with the knife and slice it open. This is Felicette. Felicette. And another rocket ship picture. I don't know if you can, if I get too close, it's out of focus. So get in here. Yep, a pipette. All right. This is also a glistening ink. It does have some, it looks like gold particulates in there. Ooh, I see some, even some fuchsia or pearlescent pink in that as I'm moving it around in the light. Wow, I hope you're enjoying that or able to enjoy it. It seems like there's too many particulates in there for the amount of ink. It's just saturated. Wow. Okay, let's look at some beautiful color. Oh goodness. I always have to move quick. Ooh. Wow. The shimmer or the glisten is just floating across the wet ink here. I don't know if you can see that. As I move my brush, it was just, you could just see it just crawling across the page, floating in the liquid. So, so pretty. Oh my. To use Colorverse, oops. It has a, in color. See, I shouldn't talk until I finish spelling. It has a, like a bright red orange, but yet there's so much pink in there. In the lettering, it looks like a bright red orange, but the swatch sample has some bright fuchsia. Oh my, that's gorgeous. Love that glisten on there. Okay, and one more. And this one, again, has the pipette. It is also a glistening ink, and it almost looks like the glisten particulates are like a copper or a rose gold. Inside purple. My, these are fun inks. I love my shimmer inks. They're so much fun. They're not just for, you know, everyday writing, but they are really fun to use and enjoy. Hayabusa G. All right. And these inks are made in Korea. I often fail when I'm swatching, to tell the detail about where inks come from. Don't think about it at the time until later, but it is interesting to know. Interesting fact. The glisten on these are just fabulous because the particulates are so tiny. It really allows the glisten to spread out on the page. All right. Colorverse, Hayabusa G. Gorgeous. Okay, let's check on our Lemmy to see if the ink has went into the feed enough. Nope, it looks pretty dry. Let me look at my swatch card here. All right, we'll give it another minute. So I just dipped my nib into the ink so we can get going. I'm gonna wait before I write this because I want to give this a chance to dry. So let's go ahead and add Colorverse. Again, this Lamy is an extra fine nib. Colorverse Stars and Stripes. Because this is an extra fine nib, I'm not sure how much of the shimmer we're actually going to see here. I do see it in this box I'm making here. I'm not sure. We'll let it dry and see what happens. All right, let's get some ink down on the Colo-Dex swatch cards. This is gorgeous. Such a deep blue. And it almost has just the hint of teal in it. I'm glad I'm getting some wet letters. Using this nib and some of that gorgeous shimmer. And next up, we're moving on to the Felicette G. I didn't really involve you in the process of swatching my cards when I was doing it as a project, but I did want to include a few of them as we go along, because swatching, what did I do, 80 some cards, was quite the task. Oops. And we have Colorverse. Felicette. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It just maybe sounds good. Oh my goodness. So shiny. Almost has a magenta look to it as well. All right. And one more. Move this aside. Hayabusa. Again, the purple on the swatch card. Oh my goodness. It's just like a royal imperial purple. All right. Colorverse. Hayabusa. G. Just have to experiment with the different line widths that this Kakamori brass nib can make. And there we go. I think we're far enough along to enjoy this. That gorgeous, gorgeous shimmer. Colorverse, the blue. Hope I can, oh my goodness, do you see that? Yeah, the gold glistens. These are amazing. I am so glad. Stars and Stripes, glistening away. And here's our ham. Number 65. Palissette. I don't see as much gold shimmer on this card as I do on this, but I think I let my shimmers settle a little more. I'll have to go back and add some there. And the gorgeous shimmers here on the Colorverse Hayabusa. Wow. Okay. I really appreciate you for spending some of your precious moments with me. And I hope you found a gorgeous ink that you just have to have. Yes, I am an enabler. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.